If you're interested in making a on-the-job site round T, this is how, or this is one way you can go about it. In this example, I'm going to be making a 6 on 10 T at 90 degrees. So now I'm cutting a 10-inch pipe, approximately 20 inches long. That's the main pipe. And now I'm going to go ahead and get a piece of 6-inch for the branch. And I'll cut this one at approximately 8 inches long. And for those that are curious, this is just light gauge pipe. And when I say light gauge, it's probably gauging at 30 gauge. So it doesn't matter how you measure or cut or whatever, what size you're using. The method could still be the same. So now I want to go ahead and place the branch onto the main pipe, basically to figure out what my large gap is. And I can use a measuring tape. I could use a set of dividers and cope the whole thing, the whole branch to the main pipe. But what's important is that you find the large gap. And in this case here, when I read it, it's reading about 3/4 of an inch. I like to mark my branch at every 90 degrees, so 4 marks, and using the seam as 1. So I like to divide this pipe again into 4 equal spaces. As we said, 3/4 of an inch was the large gap. So I'm going from 3/4 to nothing. And sorry that the video is kind of not showing the whole picture right now, but maybe when you see me cutting it, it'll better describe. So here you can see the contour of the miter. Let's go ahead and cut that out. So I'm cutting 3/4 to nothing. And I just use my eyes to create this miter. The important thing is that 3/4 gap. And this 3/4 is going to change if you use different diameter pipes. Scribe the circle onto my main pipe. And now you have to decide how you're going to connect it. I'm just going to basically dovetail or hammerlock inside of my branch. Let's go ahead and cut this out. All these tabs will need to be bent up. Some prefer to notch the branch and make a complete dovetail with the branch pipe intersecting the main pipe. So now I need to find a way to fasten that, and I will basically put a couple screws in. Now be careful on the other side. You could hold a block of wood, your hammer. Just be careful of your fingers. So the goal here is to screw into one of those tabs on the back side. Now I'm going to use this man-made hammer to bend all those tabs as tight as I can to the side wall of the branch. Okay, now it's time to make this connection leak-proof, either by adding aluminum tape or, as I'm doing, duct sealer. And everybody, feel free to leave a comment on how you go about making these fittings on the job site. It'll definitely help others out. And again, thank you for watching.